All right, so now I'm gonna go over the cheat code for how to gain size cleanly, all right? I wish I knew this back when I was 20. I went through all those different weight gainer shakes, optimal nutrition, mass size up, all that different stuff from all these companies, all right? I've made the mistake, I've used them all, so I'm here to try to save you some time and effort and health so you don't have to go through the same mistakes that I did, all right? So this is the cheat code, this is how you do it, all right? We use all whole foods, but we get in nice clean calories, and this is the base right here. You'll see I have organic sweet potatoes right here, all right? So organic sweet potatoes are the cleanest and the best source of carb that you can get when it comes to trying to put on size, put it on cleanly, all right? So what I do, I usually take about 8 to 10 sweet potatoes, organic. I'll put them in the oven, set it at 425 temperature, set the timer for 60 minutes, and then after that, we take them out and they're perfect, all right? So once they cool off a little bit, I'll peel them off, and then I'll just put them in a container like this, store it in the fridge, and that way when I'm ready to make my shakes, it's easy and convenient. I just pop it out, throw them in, and we're good to go, all right? So this is the #1 base ingredient here, your sweet potatoes. We'll go down through the list now. This is kind of optional. So you don't have to use almond milk, but some people like to. So we have organic, unsweetened vanilla almond milk here. This I always put in, which is gonna be our raw almond butter here, all right? So you got your raw almond butter. Stepping up next, we got our organic 100% egg whites. That's another protein source, obviously. Right here, we got our 100% whey protein isolate. And right here, we got our organic Saigon cinnamon, all right? So that's all that's in it, just that, all right? So you'll see we're using all whole foods here. So we got our sweet potatoes as the base. I'll go ahead and put that in. Now, I don't usually measure it, but I'll put anywhere from roughly 8 to 10 ounces of sweet potato if I had to guess. And you can put even more. If you're a guy that doesn't consume a lot of food and you have trouble eating a lot, I found that drinking the calories is a lot easier, right? So I put these in, I'll just scoop it, throw them in there. All right. So we got our organic sweet potatoes loaded in as the base, all right? So that's in there, we're good to go. Now, next up, I'll throw in the almond butter coming next, all right? So usually 1 tablespoon of almond butter will do it for me. So I'll throw that in there. If you're looking for a little bit more calories, a little bit more fat, you can put a little bit more in there. All right, so we got that covered there. Bam. Now, I'll put these two here because you have options here. So if you're looking to put more protein in, you can always use the liquid egg whites as a whole food source instead of water, right? So for this one, I'm gonna put that in there. I have about 8 ounces of egg whites here. So we'll pour that in. And now that just added, let's see, roughly about 25 or so grams of protein in that 8 ounces, all right? So about 25 grams of protein or so there. Now, if you want to, and you don't want to use water, you can always use any type of almond milk you want. Really any type of milk, period. So if you like soy milk or whatever, you can also do that as well. For me, I'm gonna gun for doing the vanilla almond milk here, just to get a little bit more liquid in it so it's not too thick. So we'll pour a little bit of that in there on top of the egg whites. There we go, gives it a little bit of flavor as well. Cool, so I'll put about 8 ounces, 10 ounces of that. So total liquid, you're looking at about 20 ounces of liquid, anywhere from 16 to 20. That'll get you covered. Now let's go over to the protein next. Why do I choose Biochem? I like Biochem 100% whey protein because, just read the label simply through. 20 grams of protein to scoop, gluten-free, non-GMOs in here, which is very, very important. You hear me go over that a lot. I'm trying to get all GMOs out of my system, out of my body as much as possible. We'll go here, no antibiotics added in as well. So the cows are clean, you're getting clean dairy, which is what obviously whey protein is. So here, easily digestible, 99% lactose free, no added soy, all right? So it's a very, very clean protein choice option here. You don't have to deal with all the added preservatives and artificial flavors and colorings and all the stuff that should never be in your protein. You should never have that in your system. There's no reason for it. There's no reason to put that in stuff, and there's no reason for us as consumers to buy it and use it. We really shouldn't. So I'll put 1 scoop of that in there. That just added another 22 grams of protein here or so. So you look at that. If you want to take a look at the ingredient list on here, you'll see what's in it. Very simple list here, right? It's not a big, long 6-paragraph list like most protein powders out there. You'll see natural French vanilla flavor, sunflower lecithin, not soy, sunflower, xanthan gum, and that's it, all right? So very, very simple, basic ingredient profile. That's what you want to go for. Let's move over to the cinnamon here. Last thing, you can sprinkle that to taste. I like to pick quite a bit in there. The cinnamon has multiple functions besides the flavor when it comes to insulin response and so forth, okay? So now we got all of our products in there. Sweet potato, both almond milk and egg whites, almond butter, protein, cinnamon. I suggest putting in quite a bit of ice. I like mine chilled, but if you're someone that likes it at room temperature or just a little bit cool, that's fine too. So I like to put a lot of ice in mine. We'll pop the lid on, throw her on, let her do the thing. Cool thing about the Jamba Juice, and it's very similar to a Vitamix. You got your pre-settings here at the bottom. You just hit one button, let it do its thing, and it'll blend it up. So I just hit the whole juice button here on this. Let it do its thing for about 30 seconds. Oh, all right, here we go. So that's finished. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Finish with that. Now you'll see the consistency. It's pretty smooth, so it's not real thick and clumpy. That's what a good blender will do as well, but the consistency is really, really smooth, so it's easy to get down. It's not like you're sitting there eating a big chunky clump of a sweet potato like you may think it would be. So you'll see that very creamy and smooth consistency, which makes it very easy to get down, all right? So perfect amount in there. You look, we're at about, you see the side of the blender bottle here, which you already know, we got to get that Nevels Fitness blender bottle. So we got about 24 ounces of liquid there, and boom, there's your shake right there, right? So that is the cheat code right there. So in this shake here, if you're looking and trying to break it down, how many calories that would be, obviously it's going to be dependent upon how many sweet potatoes you use, and if you're looking to bulk it up even more, look to put in some organic, non-filtered honey in there. All kind of fresh organic berries, so blueberries, blackberries, things with good antioxidants that are not only going to give you calories, but give you benefits health-wise as well. Don't go buy those weight gainers that promise all these crazy things on the front, and they got the big guys on the front, because let's be real, most of them guys are on steroids. That's why they look like that. They don't look like that because they took that kind of protein. So stick to the basics, stick to the whole foods, things that your body was made to consume, and put that in your system, right? That's how you get results. That's how you keep it natural. That's what the Natural Nevels lifestyle is all about, all right? Keeping everything natural, whole foods, the way God intended it, in my opinion, all right? So that's it. You looking for the cheat code. How do I put on size? How do I get big as a natural athlete? This is one of them that I found. It works great. Give it a shot. If you have any other things you can add in, play around with the recipe, use the sweet potato base, play around, add other stuff in. If you come up with something else, please share that in the comment section, because we're all here to help each other. That's it. We're trying to get gains together, and we're trying to get the best possible, not only health, but physiques that we can. So let me know if there's any particular topics you'd like us to cover, and we will see you next time.